roof by face, but now we want to use roof by footprint. Now it's going to say, you've created a roof on the lowest level, would you like to move it to level 2? And the answer is yes, we do. So now, again, I can use my boundary lines. I can simply use my pick line tool to basically trace the envelope of my wall here, make sure, okay, use my trim tool, make sure they're all trimmed up nicely. My 200 mil zone is fine for now. If I go back to 3D view, you can also see my sketch in 3D view. If I click on the tick here, now we have a flat roof. If I want to give an angle to that roof, if I click on my roof footprint here, what I need to do is, on one of these lines here, or all depending on, so for example, if we wanted to create a hip roof here, sort of a pyramid style roof where we had sort of a 30-degree angle on all sort of corners of our building, I would highlight all my lines here, and up the top here, click on define slope, right? So that means that each one of these lines is going to be a gradient. It's going to be an angle. And under each one of those lines, I can now change the slope here in terms of the degrees. So by default, it's come up with 30 degrees. And that should give us a hip roof. So let's have a look and see what happens with the hip roof. So you can see here we have a hip roof created now. It's all automatically giving us our ridge lines and whatnot based on that 30-degree pitch. However, I know we have a roof here, as you can see in the background elevation, sort of on an angle. It has a pitch in one direction. So if I click on edit footprint again, I want to click on my boundary lines here. I want to uncheck define slope. Now, you want to click on the line that you're beginning your angle. I always forget this. So my roof is pitching in the other direction. I want to click on this line and click on define slope. It could be the other way around, but I think that's okay. And then the pitch might be like 7 degrees or something. It doesn't look too big. If I click on the green tick, you can see now my roof is sort of raised in one direction. Now, like we learned last week as well, if I want to join my wall to the underside of that roof, all I have to do is click on my wall, click on attach top base, and then click on my roof, and then I'm done. Again, click on my wall, click on attach base, and then I'm done. Again, click on my wall, click on attach base, and then I'm done. So the idea is that this building, in reality, is quite a basic building. You can see here we've had a bit of a crash course in Revit in terms of how to model some various geometries, how to create doors, windows. We've learned about parameters, we've learned about tagging, and we've learned about material creation today, floors and roofs, how to create new views. So the idea being is that you want this form of the building. I'm just going to turn off this cat overlays here. So ideally, this is sort of what I've gotten to, obviously. But ideally, all of these geometries will have roofs on them. But you obviously want your form to sort of match this guy here. So you can see here, there's a chimney element that we need here. You can see this roof has sort of there's a parapet line to this roof here. You can see there's another portion of our building here, another box on top of this longer portion of our building here. So yeah, so there's some additional forms. Well, there's an additional form that we need being on top here, and there's a chimney that we need here. But you can basically create those using the methods that we've learnt, using the wall tools and the levels and whatnot. So the idea being that you want your Revit model to look as close to that as you possibly can by next week, and then we'll learn about how to create sheets and whatnot.